Donald Trump hints US may not be providing Tomahawk missiles to the Ukraine. Trump cast doubt on giving Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine, saying that Washington could not deplete its own stock. Earlier today, remember, Trump announced his second meeting with his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, only a day before sitting down with Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelenskyy at the White House. So, crucial update that's coming in. Again, this is what's being implied. There's still a discussion underway. There's still a meeting to be happening between that is yet to happen between the US president and the Ukrainian president. Again, a meeting has been scheduled between the Russian President Vladimir Putin and the US President Donald Trump, as they've had a telephonic conversation earlier. But yes, when we speak of the Tomahawk missiles, it was in fact spoken about earlier, but now we see Donald Trump saying that Washington doesn't, or rather couldn't, deplete its own stock. Let's quickly listen into what has been said by Trump.
Putin tried to dissuade you from selling Tomahawk missiles.
Well, of course. What do you think he's going to say? Please sell Tomahawks? Is he going to say, please sell those Tomahawks? I really appreciate it. I did actually say, would you mind if I gave a couple of thousand Tomahawks to your opposition? I did say that to him. I said it just that way. He didn't like the idea. He really didn't like the idea. No, I said it that way. You have to be a little bit lighthearted sometimes, but no, he doesn't want Tomahawk. Tomahawk is a vicious weapon. It's a vicious, offensive, incredibly destructive weapon. Nobody wants Tomahawk shot at him.
Viewers that we bring to you, remember, Russian President Vladimir Putin already on Thursday had told his US counterpart in a phone call that potential long-range Tomahawk cruise missile deliveries to Ukraine will damage ties between Moscow and Washington. And now, after hours, we see US President coming out to say that the US doesn't want to, or rather cannot be depleting their own reserves of these missiles. So there's a big question mark with regards to whether it was a phone call with the Russian president that has affected this decision, and what lies ahead in terms of the meeting that is to take place between Donald Trump and the Ukrainian president at this point. But yes, crucial development that's coming to light as we speak of the Russia-Ukraine war as well. Tomahawk missiles that were promised to the Ukrainian part, to the Ukrainian side amid war, and Putin's comment had come in wherein Putin reiterated his thesis that Tomahawk missiles will not change the situation on the battlefield, but will be causing significant damage to relations between the two countries, between Moscow and Washington. Again, not to mention the prospects for a peaceful settlement in Ukraine as well. So crucial comments that have come in from Vladimir Putin, post which there was a telephonic conversation between the two presidents. And now this is the announcement that we see from Donald Trump. So what may have gone down there, and again, the meetings that are to happen in the coming days stand to be extremely crucial. Whether a peace deal shall be struck when we speak of Russia, Ukraine, similar to the one that we see in Gaza, that is again something that we'll have to wait and watch out for. But right now, these are the latest details. A crucial update, especially when we speak of Ukrainian defense systems. Tomahawk missiles that were promised from the United States sides have now been, one wouldn't say declined, but yes, US has said that they would not be providing, they would not be able to provide the Ukrainian side with these very missiles. So again, if we speak of how things have panned out over the last couple of months, we've seen successful meetings take place between the US president and the Russian president in Alaska. We've seen talks between the US president and EU as well on this entire matter, European leaders as well on this entire Russia-Ukraine war, as well as President Trump having met Zelenskyy twice. The latter meeting being more successful in terms of the talks that both leaders have had. So yes, there's a lot that's happening around this very war front as we